So those sort of what I call myths and half-truths, rent money is dead money, never borrow to buy a car, never use credit, put aside 15% of your income for retirement. All of those rules of thumb that might have made sense in the high inflationary 70s or the go-go years of the 60s don't really make sense today.
I've noticed that people who have learned from a very early age to look after their money often do have a better attitude to money than other people whose parents might leave them be.
Oh, I think I distinguish between behaviour and knowledge.
Yes.
That absolutely we learn our behaviour from our parents, even if it's not conscious. So that's different to the traditional imperatives in financial life. So, if you were adulting in the 70s or 80s, buying the biggest house you could afford, or even one that you couldn't quite afford, made a huge amount of sense because inflation was 15%. And so inflation would fix the problem. If you do that today, inflation is going to take a long time to fix the problem. So you're going to be under stress for a long time. And people often react against their parents. So if you have particularly frugal parents, people often become spendthrifts.
Yep.
So how those behaviours play through and where you fit in the family order. So middle children are often much more willing to spend than first or third children. So you see all those sort of family things play out. So mindset's critical, behaviour's critical, but I don't think we should be expecting parents or schools to deliver the knowledge piece of that equation. In fact, there's now a lot of evidence that suggests that people who do get school-based financial education actually make worse decisions.
That's interesting, yeah.